YouTube, I missed you so much. It's been about 2 weeks since we did our last power rankings, so we got a lot to update. We got the Yankees keep falling, the Dodgers stay king of the hill, the Angels are moving up, the Diamondbacks are moving up like crazy. We got movement all over the place, and we'll get into it all right after this. What is up, YouTube? It is your boy NMR Sports here, coming back at you with another MLB video, and today we're going over my MLB power rankings for the week starting at September 6th of 2022. Before we get into today's video, I'd like to give a special shout out to Thrive Fantasy for sponsoring this video. As you can see, I'm rocking the Vikings jersey, Skull Vikes, baby. We got football season coming up. We got the MLB playoffs coming up. So check out Thrive Fantasy at the link in my description. Use promo code NMR. A $10 deposit gets you $60 worth of money to bet with. A $100 deposit gets you over $280 to bet with. It is a great deal. Check them out at the link in my description. Place daily player props as well as daily fantasy contests. It's going to be fantastic. We're actually going to be doing a betting stream on Wednesday where we talk about my bets for the NFL season on Thursday Night Football, as well as one Sunday every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time where we'll talk about our bets for that Sunday afternoon. So it's going to be super exciting. I can't wait, but we're talking baseball today, so without further ado, let's get into my power rankings. Okay, coming up at number 30, we've got the Pittsburgh Pirates. Just absolutely atrocious. 2-8 in their last 10, 4 losses in a row they're coming into today. The Pirates just have not been playing good baseball whatsoever. Everything's kind of falling apart over there, but O'Neal Cruz is still fun to watch at least. He's hitting the ball 120 miles per hour every time he swings the bat. Just above them, we got the Detroit Tigers, who still stay the most disappointing team in all of baseball this year. I was foolishly high on them this season. I thought they could finish third in the AL Central, but nobody really wants to win that division anyway. We'll go over that in a little bit. Just above them, the Colorado Rockies, just not a very good baseball team as a whole, man. They were hitting pretty well at the beginning of the year, but they just can't pitch, and their hitting's kind of fallen off as of late as well, so just not playing very good. The Miami Marlins, talk about a team that just sucks with a capital S. Holy crap, the Marlins suck right now. 1-9 in their last 10. They just can't win baseball games. They can't hit. Their starting pitching still pretty good with Pablo Lopez and Sandy Alcantara, who I think will win the Cy Young this year, but outside of that, they just have nothing. The Miami Marlins have absolutely nothing right now. They can't win baseball games. They suck. I probably should have them at number 30. I think they're worse than the Pirates right now. Just above them, we've got the Washington Nationals, who have moved up. Last time I did my power rankings, they were at number 30, but they are currently up at 26 because they're 6-4 in their last 10. They just finished beating up on the Mets, which is really good for them, a pretty good look. And they're starting to hit a little bit. I kind of like in this team. They got an okay young core after making that Juan Soto trade and a couple of other ones, the Trey Turner trade last year. I kind of like their young core, but they would definitely need to make some big moves to be contenders anytime soon. Moving on to number 25, you've got the Oakland Athletics. Oakland Athletics have been a tough team to play. The Yankees had trouble with them. They swept the Astros earlier in the year. They're 4-6 in their last 10. They've been an okay team as of late. They're not a good team by any stretch of the word, but they've been playing okay. I love me some Shea Langoliers. Who's the other guy they got? JP Sears, I think. Is that his name? Yeah, JP Sears has been killing it. They got a lot of good young guys in there, and they're doing a very good job at their rebuild. I would expect them to be competitive fairly soon. Speaking of competitive fairly soon, the Texas Rangers, talk about a fall from grace. Nobody is talking about the fact that they are on a 9-game losing streak right now, and I feel like this should be bigger news. When the Angels lose 9 games in a row, it's national headlines because they have Mike Trout and whatnot, but the Rangers have lost 9 games in a row, and literally nobody is talking about this. So Rangers at 24. Just above them, the Chicago Cubs have not been playing very good baseball. They're just not a very good team all around. Just above them, the Kansas City Royals. Not a good team either, but, you know, sometimes bad teams play good baseball. They've been playing pretty good baseball as of late. Same thing with the Cincinnati Reds, 5-5 in their last 10. Playing about 500 baseball, which is what I think they're capable of when fully healthy. Next up, we've got my Halos up at number 20. 7-3 in their last 10. They swept the Blue Jays. They took 2 of 3 from the Yankees, and they beat the Astros in one of their 3 games. So they've been playing some pretty good baseball against some pretty good teams. They are a team that I would not want to run into right now because they've been really good at up playing spoiler. They do have some teams against playoff contenders coming up in the, I think we play the Guardians as well as the Seattle Mariners coming up down the stretch, so we'll see what happens there on that front. Just above them, another team that's playing spoiler right now. They're only 8 games out of the wild card, so don't call it a comeback. The Arizona Diamondbacks, my God, they've been killing it. Zach Gallen was on like a, I think he's still on like a 43 scoreless inning streak right now. Corbin Carroll got called up. He's been playing some very good baseball. The whole team has just kind of been rallying right now and winning baseball games, so good for the Diamondbacks. I'm glad to see them starting to play good baseball. Just above them, the Boston Red Sox, 6-4 in their last 10. They've been playing some pretty good baseball as of late as well. The offense is starting to get going, and that's really what it comes down to with the Boston Red Sox. They got to score a lot of runs because that pitching staff's very weak. Just above them, the San Francisco Giants. Honestly, I probably should have the Giants a little bit lower, but I'm still impartial. I really love this team. I really wish they had were in contention. They're 8 games out of the wild card, so it's pretty much that ship has sailed. But they still have an okay baseball team. They're not a bad team by any stretch of the word, in my opinion. Just above them, we've got the Milwaukee Brewers. I guess it's over here, sorry. The Milwaukee Brewers, I have not been high on this team all year. They're 7.5 games out of the division at the moment. And then when it comes to the wild card, they are, how many games out? 2 games back of the wild card at the moment as well. I honestly don't think the Brewers are a playoff team. I really don't. I've been saying it for a while now, and it's kind of coming to fruition. They're 6-4 in their last 10, so they're above 500 in their last 10. However, they're still 2 games out of the wild card, so we'll see if they can make a postseason push. They definitely have the starting pitching to do it. Okay, and just outside of the top 10 on the outside looking in, we have the most mid team in all of baseball, the Chicago White Sox, 15th, right in the middle, just where they belong. Just above them, the Baltimore Orioles. I love this team, man. Can we start calling the Orioles America's team? Because that's what they feel like. I absolutely love watching the Orioles play baseball, and I'm rooting for them to make the postseason. They're still outside, on the outside looking in on the postseason, but they're only, they're 4.5 games back, so that ship's kind of sailed, but who knows? They're playing pretty good baseball. There's always a chance. There's always a chance. So we'll see what happens. Just above them, the Cleveland Guardians, one of the 3 teams that does not want to win the AL Central. Nobody wants to win this division. The White Sox don't want to win it. The Guardians don't want to win it. The Twins don't want to win it. Somebody's going to have to finish on top of this division, and I don't know who it's going to be because none of them seem to care to want to win this division right now. There has been a wide open window to win this division all year for all 3 of these teams, and not a single one of them has taken that opportunity. So we'll see what happens. I put money on the Guardians personally, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Twins, who've been playing better baseball as of late, which is why I have them above them right now, I wouldn't be surprised if the Twins swooped in there, and there's an outside chance at the White Sox doing it as well. Now, just above these 2 teams that don't want to win their division, we've got the San Diego Padres, who are still solidly in a wild card spot, despite having some struggles as of late. They are 6-4 in their last 10, so they have been doing a little bit better lately. Josh Hader, I believe he got a save. Congratulations. Shout out to Josh Hader for getting a save in a Padres uniform. Juan Soto's been walking a lot, but not doing a whole lot else at the plate, so we'll see what happens on that front. I still like the Padres, and I think they could make some noise in the postseason if they get hot at the right time, but as of right now, I got them outside of the top 10. Okay, and just inside of the top 10, we got the Philadelphia Phillies at number 10. It was honestly a very tough debate between the Padres and the Phillies, but I went with the Phillies. I think they're a slightly better team. They got the better offense, and that's kind of what I went for right now. We got the Phillies at 10. Just above them, the Toronto Blue Jays, the red-hot Toronto Blue Jays, I should say. 7-3 in their last 10. They have been killing it. Outside of that sweep, that was just an outlier against the Angels. You know, gotta throw some love to my boys right there. They've been playing some good baseball outside of that series. Just above them, we got the Yankees, who just keep on trending downward. They have not had a very good second half at all. I think I saw a stat, it was like 15-30 or something like that. They just have not had a good second half. The division lead they had, that was like 13 games at one point, is all the way down to 5 games right now, and we haven't even seen the team that is closing in on them in my power rankings, so we'll see where they're at. Just above them, I put the Seattle Mariners. I originally had the Mariners at 8, but then I realized, you know, in their matchups this year, the Mariners have kind of dominated the Yankees, and I would be more scared to play the Mariners right now than I would be to play the Yankees. So I would rather play the Yankees than the Mariners, so I had to put the Mariners up at 7. They have been absolutely killing it right now. As much as I don't want them to win baseball games, they've been doing a lot of winning. Okay, moving up to number 6, we've got the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays took 2 of 3 from the New York Yankees. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They are 5 games back of the division lead, so So there is an outside chance they could win the AL East if the Yankees' struggles continue. However, the Yankees do have a fairly easy schedule coming up in the month of September. We'll see what happens there, but I got the Rays currently at 6 because their offense has been picking up a little bit. We know how good their pitching is. Just above them, the New York Mets, down at 5. It is kind of surprising. I feel like this is a little bit of a hot take right now, but the Cardinals are absolutely on fire. I had to put the Cardinals above the Mets right now, even though the Mets are playing good baseball as well. They are not the best team in their division right now, in my opinion, and I think the Cardinals are playing much better ball than them, and they just got Jack Flaherty back, so that is huge for the Cardinals. However, the Mets are going to be a scary postseason team with that good rotation of theirs. So, Cardinals at 4 with the MVP, Paul Goldschmidt, just absolutely crushing the ball every chance he gets. Arenado's on fire. Lars Nootbaar's been hitting the ball pretty well. Tyler O'Neill's starting to heat up. Everybody on that team is just playing good baseball right now. And they're going to be, they might be scary in the postseason. I might have to rethink my thoughts on the Cardinals. They have been playing very well lately. And last but certainly not least, we've got the Atlanta Braves at 3, the Houston Astros at 2, and the Los Angeles Dodgers at 1. These are the 3 teams that if I was a postseason contending team right now, I would be absolutely the most worried about. The Braves just have a ridiculous amount of depth. Spencer Strider, Kyle Wright, and Max Fried, with Charlie Morton being on the 4th man of that rotation, is going to be nasty. Their lineup is nasty. Their depth is nasty. Their bullpen is nasty. Everything about the Braves is just chef's kiss. I absolutely love this team. Same thing with the Houston Astros. Just literally the exact same thing I said about the Braves. Their lineup is great. Their bench depth is pretty damn good. Their defense is more solid than the Braves, in my opinion, and their pitching staff is fantastic. Depth of rotation is fantastic. The bullpen depth is fantastic. I absolutely love the Astros. I think they are clearly the best team in the American League right now, and I would not put money on anybody to dethrone them going to the World Series this year. And then the Dodgers, man. The Dodgers, they just keep winning ball games. They can't be stopped. They score a ton of runs. They don't allow a ton of runs. Their rotation is great. They have so many good starters. I don't even know what their rotation is going to look like in the playoffs. It's going to be crazy. They might not even need to use their bullpen. They could just use 2 dominant starters to finish the game. Have one of them go 5 innings, one of them go 4, one of them go 6, one of them go 3. They won't even need to touch their bullpen if they don't want to. So the Dodgers, still the best team in baseball right now by far, but we'll see what happens once we get to October. All right, so that is going to do it for us in this week's Power Rankings. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree with my picks? Did I have your team too high, too low? I want to know. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more daily MLB content, as well as some new NFL content coming to you guys soon. Sign up at Thrive Fantasy with promo code NMR if you like free money. If you don't like free money, then you know what? I don't know what to tell you. Free money's good in my opinion. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Hit that subscribe button and have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for watching.